to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Blue.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, four down.
That's complete to Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Let's go. Hey, 18.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? First down, a run with Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Blue, blue.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we are.
Hey, exit. Check Mike.
From the 25 on second down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check. Mike 55.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. J.J. Watt in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, alert.
Mike 55.
Now Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tiny's on Ringo.
Hey, wahoo.
3 down.
On third down, Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 31!
Check 15.
24!
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Bang, bang, bang.
Blue, blue. Alert, 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 alert!
41 Mike.
On first down, Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Alert, 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 alert!
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert!
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Miller with a first down and more. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exact. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
The Bears take over
Let's go. Let's do it.
at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Delta. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Trubisky will throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Just like that.
Hey, Orvin.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Up, 180.
Check 41.
Hey, watch the ball.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on second down, Watson. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Watson. Complete to Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 38 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Alert 3.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Miller. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a cutback right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 53 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 77 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these type.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this will be a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Here we go. No. I can record. Alert flare, flare. Check.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Check 24.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing down is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play.
Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Trubisky now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Mike.
Lock in.
55, Mike. I got it. Mike, 55.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lock in. Greystone, travel.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Clock stops. With 10 seconds left.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Alert.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good soft, baby. That's baby soft. Hey, check right.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Trubisky gives to Cohen. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I got him. Double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down. SOS.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Alert.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal.